Alright guys, welcome to week 4 of DJ Living's Fantasy Premier League. Right guys, as per usual, first thing we do is look through the league as it's going so far. Andrew Wright has gone back into the lead again. 289 points. Shreef McGlue, who was in the lead last week, dropped down a little bit, 279, he's 10 points behind now, and Gary Britton is in third. I'll put, obviously, the same as always, I shall show you the little list of the top 20 or so, and you can see if you're about. Right folks, so week 4, a couple of big games in this one. There was 30 goals in total and 5 clean sheets. Of them 30 goals, obviously 9 were scored by Liverpool, 9-0 against Bournemouth, which resulted in the sacking of Scott Parker, unfortunately, for Bournemouth. But that was really the biggest result. Then Man City managed another win, 4-2 over Palace. Tottenham managed another win. There's 5 unbeaten teams still left in the competition, and Arsenal has still got the 100% record, 4 out of 4. City, like I say, they won the 4-2, and they're unbeaten at the moment, but they have now conceded 5 goals in the last 2 games. So if you've got Henderson or any of the Man City defenders, although you're winning, you're conceding goals. Right, some of the top players in the league at the moment. Haaland has got 41 points, ahead of Rodrigo from Leeds, 37. Gross, 35 points from Brighton. He's still a bit of a bargain price if you want to pick up a bargain. I think Gross is going to do well this season, I think. Odegaard, Arsenal, has now got 31 points. And Dean Henderson from Nottingham Forest, goalkeeper from Nottingham Forest, has got 30 points. He's the 5th highest scorer at the moment. Right folks, next up it's Team of the Week. Right guys, we start off with goalkeeper. As I just said about Dean Henderson being one of the top scorers at the moment, he managed 9 points at the weekend. The 4 defenders, obviously this team's going heavily with Liverpool really. The 4 defenders will be Alexander-Arnold with 17 points, Van Dijk with 12 points, and then we've got 2 surprises. Man United, Dalot has got 11 points at the weekend, and Kurt Zouma from West Ham managed 9 points. West Ham obviously getting off the bottom at last with their first win of the season, 1-0 win. Midfield, we've got Raheem Sterling, who's just starting to score a few goals. As I'm recording this at the moment, he's scored at least 1 tonight. He got 15 points at the weekend. Luis Diaz at Liverpool has managed 14 points. And Fornals from West Ham got 11 points. So a couple of West Ham players are starting to pick up some points now. Up front, we've got Firmino, 22 points. Before the weekend's games, he had 3 points in the first 3 games, and he picked up 22 in this 4th game. Haaland with his first hat-trick of the season, and for the new club, managed 17 points, and Harry Kane got 2 goals for Spurs to rack up 10 points at the weekend. Right folks, as I said, week 5 is being played at the moment as I'm recording this, or the first half of the week 5 fixtures are being played at the moment. So we're going to run down week 6's fixtures, which are at the weekend. So we start off with the Merseyside derby at Everton, at home to Liverpool. Liverpool, I think, will be too strong for them. Obviously, that 9-0 victory, I think, after the first 3 games where they only picked up the 2 points, I think they're something to prove, and they proved that quite heavily against Bournemouth, and I think they'll carry on against Everton. Brentford Leeds could be a bit of a good game, this one. Leeds and Brentford are both doing quite well so far this season, but I think Brentford might pick that one. Newcastle Palace, Newcastle and Palace are probably not doing as well as they might have thought at the beginning of the season, so could be an interesting one. I think that's going to be a draw. I think probably a score draw. Forest Bournemouth. Bournemouth obviously now without a manager, and after that 9-0 drubbing from Liverpool, we'll see if they can bounce back at the weekend. But they are away to Nottingham Forest, who have done reasonably well so far this season. Spurs Fulham. Spurs obviously one of the 5 teams unbeaten so far this season, and they've got another London derby against Fulham. Fulham yeah, it's been a bit hot and cold so far. Mitrovic has, when he seems to have scored, they didn't seem to have done well, but I think Spurs will have a bit too much for them, but I'm a bit biased there. Wolves at home to Southampton. Both clubs up and down for the last 3 or 4 years, really, so it's anybody's game, but I think Wolves might have enough. They've their striker, whose name has gone at the moment, striker's back from injury now, so he's played 1 or 2 games, so he may get a goal or 2. Aston Villa and Man City. Villa not looking good. Gerrard is now the next favourite for the chopping block, and a home game against Man City I don't think will help them. I think City will breeze past Villa quite easily. Brighton Leicester. Brighton, like I said previously, Graham Potter, I'm a bit of a fan of Graham Potter's. I think Brighton are a good team this year and they will probably push for European position. Leicester are on shaky ground at the moment. They're losing players. They've lost Fofana as well, as far as I'm aware. So they're another one down. So I think Brighton will probably be a 2-0 win there for me. Chelsea, West Ham. West Ham coming off their first win of the season. They could start to improve a bit. They've got 1 or 2 players in now, and obviously the transfer window closed by the time this weekend's fixtures come up. But at the moment there's still room for Chelsea and West Ham to sign another couple of players. But I think Chelsea will probably win that game. And the last fixture of the weekend will be Man United Arsenal. Big game in the past, obviously back in the late 90s and early 2000s. These were 2 of the top teams. But I think Arsenal will be too strong so far. This season they look really good. I think Jesus will probably get another goal or 2. I think United might score in this one though, so I'm going for a 2-1 win for Arsenal that game. And that's the fixtures for week 6. Right folks, that's it for week 4. Next week we'll be looking back on the weeks 5 and week 6 fixtures and looking forward to week 7. I hope you're enjoying the videos. If you are, give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment below if there's anything you want to see extra, or if you're just enjoying the video. If you could share on your social medias as well, and subscribe if you haven't already. Take care till next week. See you later guys.